moments a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
So far he played. Niggas want to take plays.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play.
Second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Miles, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
Let's go. Punt the ball so I can have to punt it back too.
It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Punt the ball, bro.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs.
Time for this.
To pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
You better throw a pick too.
They do go for it. It's locked.
Good.
This is incomplete.
Good. At least I know I'm going to get a field goal. I'm just going to run dive up this pussy nigga.
Will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Finna run dive at this nigga all game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Inside the 20 before he's
run this straight all game.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
I'm going to play cheesy as
fuck. That might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Yep.
And he's in.
I already know how I got to play this nigga. Yes, sir.
Effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Hey, when you trying to let this man return the kick?
Call it the 24-yard line.
We got another 6-foot nigga with a death wish.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term,
and he can't find anywhere to go with
what type of offense this man running, though?
Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Go.
Now a give right side. It's Miles. They get 11 back
niggas
on
just moving like that. It's a 3-4.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
To throw it is locked. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down is locked. He sets to fire deep.
That's me.
Nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his
caliber let him get away. I don't even want the ball back there.
Does get away and it's
I don't even want you to catch that on the 5-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked.
Oh, that was open. I can't do that no more.
Goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Can't do that no more. That nigga was open. I'll pick it this time.
On 3rd and long, it's locked.
Okay. Yep.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Hey, bro.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. An incredible
Lord
play
have
there.
mercy, bro.
Big yardage, but they're
check down for 21 yards.
Too short, and it's 4th down.
Fucking game, I swear.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it.
Oh my God! I'm finna quit.
They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time. The offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Yeah, shit,
this
boy.
is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Good game, so move, man.
It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
You know I was going to pick that because he keeps going to the tight end. I've seen the tight end man, but I've seen that in all game. In the first few plays he did.
Once with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got to do on defense. Keep this fucking defense off where he got.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the...
What the fuck name Keith at?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think it's not good for real.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of
a
team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a big 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Watch 86. Jay, echo. I got one. Yes.
Stretch.
On second and a yard. Block. James has got it. Complete.
Get your ass.
14 yards. Good for a Cowboy first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they like these measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball.
That boy's asleep. Oh, stop trying me like that.
Took.
Who just keep calling me, bro?
Shot there on first. Couldn't reel it in.
Empty. All right, let's see.
Here now is
right
2nd and 10 again from the 41.
Look at me, zipper.
I got something for that though. Let's see.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Blue draw Porkers.
Bro, you doing all this to run the ball, bro?
Mike spot 4. Let's go. Switch. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
You better not get beat this post.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Shit.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I say you better not get beat on that post.
That time.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No room to be had there on the
I gave him a little stutter step,
he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That's what he want to do. He want to play defense. Sure, me too.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Fuck nigga get hot, man. You got like 94 speed.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Get your ass up.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back here midfield at the 49.
A nigga can't come.
It'll be a loss of 1.
Niggas can't come back from the lower back screen.
Down. Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back back at the 47.
You can have that,
2
bro.
yards that time, and now it's
This
4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, he supposed to fumble that.
Wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Because he's doing the most trying to run the
The
ball.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th down with Locke.
Yeah. Somebody did. Somebody offsides or something. Holding.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game.
That's
going
shit.
to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
I know he looking
Looks
for
like
it,
the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Outside levels. Outside levels. Outside.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ain't me a fault, nigga.
I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Because no fuck I want to be hurt.
They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I said for a field goal. We wasting timeout for none.
Switch up.
On 2nd down, Washington. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1 yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the one is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked
up. What the fuck we're going to turn this?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm trying to get someone from this old nigga to fucking slide.
Never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
That's the
what needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass.
Down the field.
There's a quick pass to Davis.
Dumb nigga. I'm not accepted. No yards for you.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
I'm not going to throw you no picks, but I'm definitely not going to
play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
My dog Flo struggling.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half.
Plays, bro.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Miles. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Play action. Now it's locked.
What am I doing?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Clock now on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What are you doing to
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On play action, lock. He gets this one to Johnson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Take your 3,
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the penalty, it's Murray. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch twitch. Watch it.
Okay, he waiting for that. He waiting for the vertical.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught.
Yeah.
And he's got past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Run with Murray, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 14. And Josh Hill has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Defensive pass interference.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You're trapped. 56, Mike, 56. Now watch one. Mike, 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it.
Gotta keep a white boy linebacker on you.
Take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give right side. It's Miles. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I know.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everybody see how
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Block off of play action. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right
we got 5 deep beats too.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down, it's Pollard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Johnson's got it complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Locke. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Miles. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, Locke trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh,
and
shit.
a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. This is Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that doesn't no
put him in animation.
Well,
Go pick the ball, pussy nigga.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way is
Take
not
him
really
back,
working
take
for
him
them.
back.
Huh?
Not at all.
Not also
Take
tries to
him
grab
back,
him
take him
here,
back.
and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Locke. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On third down, Miles. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
What?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in.
That's me. That's my person.
There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Yep.
I got it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miles.
That's a good play. That's a
and
good
he
play.
will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Good play with emotion.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Good play.
Extra point up and good
They
by
made it up outside to
Tavecchio.
line
And
user.
that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Right, see,
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on